Social update Hughie. Government designing new exam papers for senior 4. Jukira ntino government y'eggwanga erya Uganda yagamba nti nno ebibuuzo ebya senior 4 byandikyukamuuko era nga ssaawa zino eri mu kubeera nga eri mu kudesigninga bibuuzo bipya ebya senior 4 oba secondary school ekyokuna okitegeera. What you need to know is that the questions are expected to be framed in a way that requires learners to use their skills and knowledge to solve problems. The National Curriculum Development Center, NCDC, and Uganda National Examinations Board, UNEB, are in the final stages of developing modalities for the first cohort of the end-of-year cycle examinations slated for next year. Ekitongole ekya UNEB nga kyegasse n'ekya curriculum bali mu kutegeka oba mu stage ezisembayo kubanga bategeka ebibuuzo ebigenda okubeera ebipya bya senior 4. Senior 3 students of the lower secondary curriculum will be the beneficiaries of the first cohort when they are promoted to senior 4. Okitegeera abayizi aba senior eyokusatu. Anyway, in an interview with Monitor yesterday, the manager of the secondary department at National Curriculum Development Committee, Mr. John Okumu, said the Uganda Certificate of Education (UCE) questions will be different from those in the old curriculum. Ebibuuzo ebya senior 4 oba UCE bigenda kubeera bikyukira ddala ne curriculum enkadde okitegeera. He said the questions in the new curriculum will require critical thinking where students are tasked to find solutions on the country's common problems. The new questions will be framed in a way that a learner will be required to use the skills and knowledge they acquired in class to answer questions in the form of problem solving, Mr. Okumu said. The new approach will be against reproducing crammed work, which was limiting development of critical thinking among learners, he said. Ebibuuzo bigenda kubanga biri designed nga si byakujjukira bujjukizi nti abalabu bwe bajja mu East Africa bajja mwaka ki nti mwaka guno. No, bagenda kubanga babisettinga mu ngeri yokuba nti nno omuntu akozesa critical thinking oba si kujjukira bujjukizi framework okitegeera. Nange the new questions will be framed in a way that a learner will be required to use the skills and knowledge they acquired in class to answer questions in form of problem solving. Mr. Okumu said they were also finalizing modalities of the structure of the new question papers, including how the transcript should look like and the nature of questions to be set, which he said should correlate with the new lower secondary curriculum. After the modalities have been arranged and agreed upon, teachers will be taken through samples of the questions that will be set to prepare their candidates. Examiners have had reservations about the implementation of the new curriculum and how papers would be set. Mr. Okumu, however, clarified that UNEB will train their examiners once the guidelines for the pioneer examinations have been agreed upon. The UNEB spokesperson, Miss Jennifer Karule, confirmed the developments yesterday, saying all schools with UNEB centers are expected to submit the 20% class assessments for senior 3 students. The 20% class assessment mark will form part of the 100% a learner will attain at the end of the cycle. UCE. Schools will submit the continuous assessment of their learners starting this year first term. These marks are going to be sent to us online through the school's portals, Miss Carole said. Okitegeera era nga ye Mr. Okumu yagambye nti nno abayizi ng'amasomero gaabwe galemereddwa okubeera nga gateekayo continuous assessments tebajja kubeera graded mu UCE nga bakola ebibuuzo ebya senior 4. Okitegeera just like at university when one fails to submit their coursework, even if he or she does score 100% at the end, he or she is not graded. The same will apply here. Schools should be keen and ensure that assessment of all their learners is handed in, Mr. Okumu said. Era nga ministry eno omwaka ogwedde yagamba nti UNEB ejja kubeera grading the current senior 3 students using marks attained through continuous assessments. oba giyite classwork, when they sit for their UCE, some sources in the ministry said some schools and teachers are still reluctant to implement the new lower curriculum. Kitegeera ebintu nno bikyukidde ddala bikyukidde ddala era abanafu simanyi na kumanya nze abaana abasala zi kiraasi simanyi na kumanya. As part of the consequences, students in schools that fail to comply with the directive will miss the 20% max assessment that contributes to the final grading by Uganda National Examinations Board, Ms. Lamaro said. The ministry rolled out the new lower secondary curriculum in 2020. Schools are supposed to assess learners based on their competencies through activities of integration and projects which will be conducted in senior 3. Okitegeera mu bufunze bagamba nti nno okuva mu senior 3 amasomero galina gakola assessment y'abaana era by senior 4 UCE exams ebibuuzo byonna bya senior 4 ezo assessment zabadde bakola zijja contributinga 20% ku final score y'abaana. Okitegeera munange bye just tell me what you think in the comments. Oba olowooza kye bakoze kituufu kirungi bwe mbulya mu comments. Don't forget to subscribe and also hit that bell button. Peace.